Good morning everyone, Isolate 35, stretch and recovery. We're just going to start just by getting a little bit of movement with frog squats and some bear crawls. So nice and slowly, just getting the body moving after yesterday. Obviously a pretty tough workout to end the week, but we can be thankful that today we've got a stretch and recovery session to recover before we're back into it tomorrow. And let's just go into some bear crawls, nice and slow. And back to frogs. Hold at the bottom, sitting nice and low, pushing through the bottom of our feet, just moving side to side. And back into it. Hold at the top, really try and extend your legs, feeling that through your hamstrings. A couple more to finish. And just back to some bear crawls. Okay, then we'll just go into a calf stretch. So pushing our foot into the ground, and so if our left foot's pushed into the ground, our right ankle just over the top, trying to keep our foot nice and straight, pushing through our heel. And changing sides. Then just coming into a high plank position and just holding that. And pushing back into downward dog, pushing through our arms and shoulders, trying to keep our hips nice and high. And back into plank, high plank. And change. Change back to high plank. And back to downward dog. And back to plank. This time dropping our knee as we move into our Achilles. And change sides. So this time our heels off the ground. And come back to the plank position. Slow push up. Pushing back into downward dog. So pushing our left heel into the ground and bringing our right leg straight up and holding there. and change. And change. And change. One more round, change. So pushing through our shoulders, change. And then coming down on the mat or floor. Do some Russian twists. Again, nice and slowly. If you want to keep the legs on the ground to start off with, that's fine as well. Just nice and slow, focusing on that twist and getting that rotation through the core. Your legs up. Legs straight if we want to. Legs back in. And feet down, but really trying to extend from side to side. Okay, moving to seated hamstrings. So bring our left foot in about 90 degrees, pointing our toe towards the head and then just reaching out over our toes. If we want to grab hold of our foot if we can, then that's fine as well. Just extending through the stretch without pushing it. And release that slowly. Change legs, bending our right leg and reaching it over our left foot with our left hand. And again, just extending that stretch, it feels comfortable. And releasing that. Let's move into dead bugs. So feet and arms in the sky. And left leg coming down as our right arm comes down at the same time. And just moving through that range of motion nice and slowly. Under control. Opposite arm to opposite foot. Trying to keep both nice and straight. Keep your core engaged through this as well. A couple more. And rolling onto our side, quadricep stretch. So aim to keep our knees nice and close together, using our other arm as a pillow. And leg nice and straight. Pulling our ankle up to our glute. So I started watching the Tiger King, which I found quite interesting. Wasn't quite sure what to expect. A few years ago I watched Eastbound and Down, and the Tiger King guy, I think Joe Exotic, looks exactly like the guy off Eastbound and Down, so I thought it was a bit of a piss take to start off with, until I realised it's actually serious, which is a bit of a concern. Pretty interesting. It's a bit like a car crash, you can't help but look. And relaxing that off, changing sides. But making sure our knees are together. And relax, and just standing up on our feet. And just in right foot forward, dropping that back knee just into a lunge position. Just holding that position for a few seconds. And lifting that back leg to a high lunge, pushing through our heel. And just taking our right hand, putting it at the inside of our right foot, and then rotating our arm up. Trying to stay nice and straight through the hips and the core. Just feeling that stretch through the side body. And bringing that arm down, standing back up, swapping our feet over, and dropping down into a low lunge. And stepping up into a high lunge, pushing our heel back, dropping lower, keeping our leg extended at the same time. And our left hand into the inside of our left foot, and just rotating our right arm up. And just relaxing that. Standing up. This time we're just going to go into chair pose. So sitting back in almost a half squat, hands in the prayer position. And we're just going to rotate to our right, sitting a bit lower, the left elbow coming across our right knee. Just turn, rotating to the side with our hands in the prayer position, and then just trying to move our chest away from our knees. You should feel a nice twist through your lower and mid back. And just relaxing that, coming back to center and standing up. And back into that modified chair position, arms in prayer, and going to the other side. And then just try to pull the the chest away from the knees. And relax, come to center and standing up. And take a seat back down on the mat. And just sitting down so our knees are up. Put our right leg over our left. And all we're going to be doing is shifting our hip to the right, under to the side, and then just dropping our legs slowly to the left, keeping our shoulders on the ground. When it's down the stretch, then we can look over our right shoulder. And just coming back to centre, legs down, hips back to centre, left leg over our right, sliding our hips slightly to the left, and then just dropping our legs to the right. Just come back to centre, sitting yourself up. This time we're going to hollow hold, and so pointing our feet, arms behind the head and lifting our shoulders off, and we're just trying to hold that position. And if we want, we can introduce just a nice slow rock. Keeping that disc shape, keeping our core engaged, toes pointed, legs nice and straight, keeping the shoulders and arms off the ground, and just back to a hollow hold, 5 more seconds, and relax there, just coming up into our groin, so feet together, trying to sit up nice and straight, proud chest, head up, and then just pushing our knees down with our elbows. We should feel that through the groin. And then just moving on to a front on all fours. And just like the dead bugs, we go opposite arm, opposite leg. So just extending our right leg and our left arm. Trying to keep nice and strong through the core and centre. We're not shifting the hips to either side to accommodate. And we're just slowly changing. Holding for a second and then changing again. So not moving too fast, but with purpose. Last one, and then we'll be down on our stomachs. And just down on our stomachs for Superman. So just holding for a second as we move our arms and legs off the ground, engaging our glutes, feeling that through our lower back. And just coming down to rest, bring our elbows under our shoulders, feet down in Sphinx pose. So all we're doing is just pushing up from our elbows, pushing our hips into the ground, keeping our glutes engaged. So our thighs should be engaged and pushing into the ground at the same time. And then just come down, putting chest on the ground, arms in beside the armpits, And just pushing up into the high push-up position. Back into downward dog. Just a couple of moments here just to sort your breath out. So high push-up. Low push-up. High. Downward dog. High. Low. High. Dog. And again to high. Low. High. Dog. And high. And then just lowering slowly onto your chest. Feet flat, arms behind, and then just pulling your chest up off the ground into locust position, holding that. And just relax, coming up into a seated position. And just pulling our arm across the body, up through the seated. We're keeping our chest nice and tall. Arm across the body. And relax and change sides. And then just remaining in seated position. Take our right hand, putting it across our left knee, and aiming to keep nice and straight, and we're just twisting, looking over our shoulder. Try and stay nice and tall through the chest and head. We're not slouching into the stretch. And just coming back to centre, other side, so left hand behind right knee, nice and tall through the chest, and just breathing into it. Come back to centre. Pushing our arm in and back through elbow. And relax that. Other arm. And relax that, lying down, corpse pose to finish, focusing on yourself, just lying there, enjoying the moment, another good week in the bank. So again, feel free to hold this position as long as you like, focusing on your breathing and just relaxing.